What is up, everybody? I hope you're all doing well. Today we are checking out the LPD Limited EMBERS Overdrive. Now, according to Lawrence, this is his take, and I don't want to mention the name, but it's his take on a pedal that starts with a K and ends with Klon. You know, I've had a lot of Klon pedals, and I've had a lot of kind of Klon clones. This I wouldn't consider a Klon clone. It has that characteristic, but it's really cool in that the gain range is definitely broader. The feel of the pedal as you crank the gain has a little bit more of like a harmonic, almost kind of sag to it that feels really good. We'll get into that in the demo. The way the bass control is set up is really interesting. When the bass is at noon on this pedal, it's essentially what you would get from like a Klon style circuit, but then you can cut or boost bass, and we'll get into how that sounds in the demo. It sounds really great. The treble voice is really nice. So it's a simple layout. You've got level, gain, treble, and bass, and then you do have a soft touch switch, and of course it runs on 9-volt DC. So yeah, let's check out this EMBERS Overdrive. Okay, let's check out the EMBERS. Here's just the guitar into the amp for reference. I've got it dialed really clean. We're going to make the EMBERS do all the work, so here's the EMBERS. Okay, so I just wanted to run through some just kind of quick dials there. as it were. Let's look at just the gain range. So I think you can use this pedal as an always on if you would prefer. Just because of the way the EQ works, you can add a little bit more level. And it's a little too woofy right now, but we can back the bass off. And then add some treb. And the pedal's got a nice feel to it in the way that it breaks up in that setting. As we start cranking the gain, it gets a little more spongy at like that 3 o'clock setting. And above, it gets a little bit more bark. Now, with this bass control, if you roll the bass up a little bit, if it's a little too barky, obviously it's not cutting mids, but it does give the mid perception a bit of a cut, if that makes sense. Or if you go the other way and you do want it to have a little bit more bark and that kind of mid bump, it's great for that too. And then all the way up, it gets pretty woolly, but it's not out of control. But there is kind of a natural sag to it. But gain all the way up, that's the extent of the gain. So I would consider it all the way up being a bit of kind of maybe a medium-ish gain pedal. And then we already checked it out with it, you know, the gain down. As you turn the gain down, you'll want to turn the level up. And you can definitely drive the input of the amp, though it seems like there's something a little bit going on just internally as well as you crank that level up. It adds something that's a little bit different in just the harmonic saturation. And another setting I found that was actually kind of cool is with the treble and the bass off, it's kind of got this almost like treble booster thing going. So yeah, I just dimed the treble and did kind of the blues thing. And that was the other thing I dug too with it in that setting that I had done before with everything off. It's kind of cool for a blues tone. But if you want it to be that kind of searing blues thing, you can certainly do that. But anyways, that was just something I discovered. So that is the EMBERS Overdrive. If you've got any other questions about it, definitely go to the website and check it out. And as always, I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and we will see you next time.